Hey guys, it's Josh here at Ironhide Academy in the back room. I like to call it Dungeon. Let's take a look at it. Got a weight rack there, squat rack, Airdyne bike, all of our equipment, the heavy bags. You can see the ripped heavy bag over there in the corner. You know, it's dark back here. It's not well lit. It feels like a real fighting gym. And guess what? It's a real fighting gym. We kick the crap out of each other back here on a regular basis. Anyway, so I sometimes get a question about why I don't put people in armor right away. As soon as they show up, you know, see how tough they are, put them in a pseudo-loner armor, and let them go at it. Well, there's a few reasons for that. One is because typically on the first day a guy shows up, he doesn't show up actually ready to put on armor. He's never experienced putting on armor. He's never tried it. He doesn't know what it's going to feel like. He's going to be awkward in the armor. He's not going to be able to move well. That's going to be exacerbated by, you know, loner armor that isn't fit for him. So I don't want him to have that experience. I also don't want him to have the experience of, oh, I put on armor and then got my butt kicked. Nobody likes getting their butt kicked. It's terrible. It feels super demeaning when it happens. It's not meant to be, but it's like your ego is crushed, right? So I definitely don't want to have a guy show up, put him in armor, and then have him fight a dude who's been doing this for 4 or 5 years. I don't even want him to show up and, you know, on the first day, put him in loner armor and then have him fight somebody else who's been put in loner armor. Because that's just terrible. It's just a bad idea. Somebody could get hurt. My concern is getting them, what concerns me rather, is getting them ready to put on armor. To have them trained, to have them skilled, to have their muscles built to the point where they can they can accept putting on armor. It doesn't cause them any undue stress. You know, it's going to be heavy, so it's going to cause some stress, but, you know, if somebody's been training for armor for 6 months, they're going to be able to handle that way better than somebody who just showed up on day one. I want them to be able to move, to be able to attack, to be able to defend themselves, to have a clue about what they're doing. If they don't, they're just going to go out there and they're going to get crushed, and it's going to be, you know, an ego killer. They're not going to want to keep doing it, and they disappear. Versus have them fight, have them train for 6 months, have them train for a year, have their skills up, have them know how to move, know how to be in a good stance, know how to grapple a little, know how to strike. And then they go out there against that guy who's been doing it longer than them, and they do good. Maybe they don't win. Winning and losing in practice doesn't matter, but getting your tail kicked certainly matters. And doing well certainly matters, and feeling like you have a clue certainly matters. So I want people that come into this gym who I meet at events, or anybody who's coming into the sport, to have a good experience coming into the sport, to stay in the sport, to have good things to say about the sport, and to bring other people into the sport in a safe and inclusive manner. I don't want to say, okay, let's see how tough you are. Here, fight the destroyer. You know, I don't want that to happen. Are they going to get their butt kicked eventually? Absolutely. Everybody gets their butt kicked. I get my butt kicked. Even the guys at the Knights Hall, who are some of the best fighters in the country, get their butts kicked. The guys out in Washington sometimes get their butts kicked. Everybody eats dirt. Everybody loses. There's nobody who wins every fight. But the difference is, are you in the fight? If you don't feel like you're in the fight, you're probably not in the fight. And we want everybody to feel like they have a chance. We want everybody to feel like they're trained and they know what they're doing. Because if they don't, sticking around might not happen. Anyway, that's it. Thanks. Bye.